What's up, everybody? This is Lyle with No Hippie Barbecue. What we're going to be making today is going to be some flourless protein brownies. This recipe was posted by Angie over at Motivational Fitness, Strength, and Nutrition on Facebook. I saw this and figured I had to give it a try. It seemed pretty simple to do, and it seemed like something I'd like to get into. Anyway, let's take a look at the ingredients. For this are pretty simple, and I will have the recipe in the amounts in the description. But what you're going to need is some natural peanut butter, or you can use the Skippy, Jif, or Peter Pan, or whatever you want. I have 3 bananas. These are pretty well ripened. They're pretty soft, but they could have gone a few days longer. We have some protein powder. This happens to be plain whey protein here. And I have some cocoa powder. This happens to be a dark cocoa powder. Now, since my protein powder is plain, I'm going to add a little bit of honey to that just to sweeten it up a little bit. Anyway, those are our ingredients. I'm going to kind of get things prepped up a little bit, and I'll see you back. Everything measured out. I have our 3 bananas. I have a half a cup of peanut butter here. I have a 1/4 of a cup cocoa powder here, a 1/4 of a cup protein powder, and we have some honey. I'm going to eyeball the honey. Anyway, let's get working. So while we have all of this here, I do have my oven preheating at 350 degrees. So really all it's time to do is add our ingredients in. Now, you can do this in a food processor or you can do it by hand. I'm going to do it by hand personally. And as far as the honey, like I said, we're going to go ahead and eyeball that. And I think about yay much will work. I'm going to say that's about 5 tablespoons. Maybe a 1/4 of a cup, somewhere in there. And now we're just going to go ahead and mix this together. So now we've got this mixed in together. And I could tell this is a smaller batch than what I'm really going to want, but I wanted to taste it first. Let's go ahead and get it in our pan. I did taste the batter on this, and it is incredible. Okay, so we're going to spread this evenly, throw it in our oven. Like just coming out of the oven, is still pretty hot. It is firm. I'm going to go ahead and let this cool down for about 35-45 minutes before we cut into it. I want to make sure it's cool. Here's the brownies. Now once they came out of the oven, I did put them in the refrigerator and let it kind of cool down. Actually, I let them cool down for a few hours. And then I cut them, and here's kind of what we're looking like. I'm going to go ahead and taste them, see what's up. Seemed easy enough, didn't it? Anyway, none of it matters if it doesn't taste good. So I'm going to go ahead and take a bite. I'm going to pick one of these corners, just because corners are always the best with brownies. Man, it gets all up in there like a regular brownie too. These things actually taste like regular old brownies. If I could do this, because I'm not much of a baker, anybody could do this. This is awesome right here. Anyway, you gotta try this out. Thanks for stopping by No Hippie Barbecue. Comment, subscribe, and I'm out.